Hey friends, I have a simple standing practice for you today, which is great when you don't want to get down on your knees, or maybe you're practicing outside, or maybe you just want something a little more upright and energizing. Option to have a block available or a heavy book or something like that. Otherwise, all you need is your mat or a little bit of space to practice. So let's begin by standing up nice and tall. Get your feet right underneath you and get a little picky here. So lift the toes. See if you can even out your weight so that you're not all the way in the heels or all the way up in the balls of the feet. Take a moment here. Find some grounding. This works especially well if you're outside. Now let those toes flutter down. Bring the shoulders up and back and down. Maybe open up the palms. Reach through the crown of the head up toward the sky. This is mountain pose, and this is where we will start and end our practice today. Take a deep breath in here, finding yourself here in this space, in this place, in this moment, in this practice. When you're ready, we're going to start some movement. So inhale, bring your arms all the way up overhead. Reach, reach, reach. And exhale, let those arms flutter down to your side. Let's do that again. Inhale up. And exhale down. Awesome. One more time here. Inhale up. And exhale, let them flutter down. Beautiful. We're going to move into our half sun salutation. So bring that movement all the way back up. Big inhale. And then exhale, we're going to fold forward toward the floor. Inhale to halfway lift. I'm going to put my hands on my legs, reach through the crown of the head, pull the shoulder blades back. Exhale, back down. Inhale, I'm going to come all the way up. Feel free to bend those knees. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's do two more of those. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, back down. Big inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more time. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, back down. And then big, big inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Beautiful. All right, inhale, bring those arms all the way up overhead again. And we're going to make a fist with the right hand, grab with the left. And then we're going to tilt to the left here. Waking up the side body. Deep breath in here. See if you can breathe into this side rib cage. And then bring it back up top. We're going to switch our fist and grip and tilt to the other side. Again, hoping to breathe into this space. Open up. Awesome. Come back up to top. We're going to bring your fingertips to your shoulders, and I want you to imagine making big circles with your elbows. So this is an exaggerated shoulder roll. We'll go in both directions. So whichever direction feels natural, go in that direction first. And you can go as slow as you like. We're trying to make some big circles here. Lean into the crunchiness of the shoulder blades. Nice. Maybe one more time on this side. And then, tricky part, can you rotate in the opposite direction? This side's a little bit harder for me. Awesome. Beautiful. All right, when you're done with those, shake it out. Release those arms down to your side. Shake out those shoulders. Beautiful. Let's head into our standing poses, our traditional standing poses. And here's a spot where you are optionally able to use a block. So I'm going to go to the right side first. So I'm going to bring this toward the back of my right side mat, and then we'll get started. So standing right in the center of your mat, I want you to take your feet apart. Bring that right heel underneath you so that the right toes are pointing straight with your mat. Kick out the left heel so that it's at an angle, and then we're going to bend into this right knee. Now watch the knee. We want it to be behind the ankle or right over the ankle. If you look something like this, you can walk your toes a little bit forward. Beautiful. And then bring your arms to a T. This is Warrior 2, nice and strong pose. It uses all of these major muscle groups in the body. So press through the feet, reach through the arms. If it feels okay, you can turn to look over those right fingertips, but you don't need to. If that pulls in the neck or the shoulders, just be here. Just be here. One more big breath. Awesome. Here's where we're going to move. So I want you to reach with this right hand. let it fall down to your block, or if you don't have a block, you can just bring the forearm to your arm. And then the left arm's going to come up and over, reach like you're reaching out over top of you. And then I want you to reach through those fingertips and press through that left heel. You're going to get a huge side body stretch here. Don't let this right knee collapse. Keep it strong. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Bring this left arm down. We're going to hinge ourselves up, and then we're going to just bring the feet in a little bit closer together for star pose. So arms come up like an X. Imagine pulling your shoulder blades back together, opening up the chest, making lots of space, taking up as much space as you can here. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. One more time, deep breath in. And let it go. Awesome. Bring the arms down. I'm going to move my block to the other side if you're using it. If not, no worries. And then we're going to rotate to the other side. So this time I'm going to bring my left heel underneath so that the left toes are pointing straight with my mat. I'm going to kick out my right heel so that it's a little bit further back and the foot is angled. And then bend into that left knee, watching the knee position here. When you're ready, you can bring your arms up to a T for warrior 2 on the left side. So as you are here, you are not symmetrical. Notice how it feels different or similar on this side. Notice what muscles feel stronger, which ones maybe feel like they haven't been worked in a little while. There's nothing wrong with your body. Meet yourself exactly where you are. If it feels okay, you can turn to look over those left fingertips. Awesome. One more big breath here, friends. Great. Reach with that left hand. We're going to let it fall down to the block, or again, you can bring it right to your forearm. And then other arm's going to reach up and over. Try to reach way beyond where you are. Reach with that hand. Press through that right heel. Big side body stretch all the way down. This is called side angle. Watch the left knee and leg that it's supporting you. One more big breath here. Fantastic. We're going to bring that arm down to the leg, hinge yourself up. We're going to do one more star pose. Star pose is so important to give ourselves space to breathe, but also to remind ourselves that we need to show up in this world fully as we are. The world needs who we are. So take a deep breath in, making yourself take up as much space as possible, and let it go. One more time, deep breath in, and let it go. Beautiful. Bring those arms down. You can step your feet together. Wonderful work. All right. We're going to work on our balance next through tree pose. And tree pose is a wonderful balancing pose because it meets you right where you're at. So you've probably seen the pictures on Instagram of all the way up here. You're welcome to practice that way. You can also do it on your calf. You can also do our kickstand, which is heel to ankle here. This is a wonderful way to practice tree pose. You also might just kind of bring yourself near a wall if you want a little extra support. So find a tree that fits for you. One leg is going to be carrying the weight. The other one is going to be turned out to the side. And then we're going to use our hands here or up like branches or down at our sides, wherever feels good to you. And we'll take 4 deep breaths here, just working on our balance. Pressing through the entire foot, lifting out of the mat. I've been practicing bringing the same side arm as my grounded foot all the way up, seeing if I can find some balance right here in the middle. One more deep breath. Lovely. Bring that arm down. If it's up, shake it out if you've got some tension in the hips here. And then we're going to do a tree on the other side. So same tree, different tree, your call, friend. You know your body. So when you're ready, find a tree that works for you today. And then start to work the arms, start to bring that hip in, start to press through the foot, reach through the crown of the head. 4 breaths. Beautiful. Working on balance, meeting ourselves exactly where we are, appreciating our body exactly as it is today, friend. You might want to try that trick, reaching up with the same side hand. See if you can find some length, some balance right here in the middle of the body. Awesome. Let that arm flutter down. Beautiful. All right, we're going to come to a wide-legged forward fold. Here's another time that you might want to use a block or a stack of books or something else, or you may not need it. So it's totally up to you. If you want to try and use something, go ahead and place it in front of you. We're going to step the feet apart. This time I want you to bring your toes straight out in front of you or maybe slightly in toward each other. And we're going to fold forward into this wide-legged forward fold. So I usually bring my hands to my hips and then bring hands down to the floor or to your block, whatever makes sense to your body here. And then as you're here, I want you to just first and foremost notice how you feel this pose. Do you feel the stretch through the back of the legs? Maybe you feel it in the low back or through the hips. Just notice, meet yourself where you're at. Notice how this pose is impacting you and your body today. Take a deep breath. See if you can ease into it just a little bit more. And then we're going to start to move in this shape. So I tend to have my feet a little bit wider. It actually feels easier for me to move a little bit more if the feet are a little bit wider. So if you're feeling like you're right here and it's a little bit hard to move, step the feet apart. And then what we're going to do is just bend one knee at a time. So I'm going to bend the right knee. It's going to shift the whole shape over to this side. You're going to feel that pull or that stretch through the inner left leg. And so we're just kind of doing a version of side lunge here. And then we're just going to rotate to the other side. So bend the left knee and then straighten out the right. And we're going to feel the stretch through the inner right leg this time. Now go back and forth one more time here at your own pace. Feel for that stretch. Notice how it feels in the body. And then I want you to find some stillness back in the center of the pose. So we're going to do some twisting here. I'm going to place my left hand down on the block or on the floor, whatever makes sense for you. And then I want to twist to the right. Now you might bring your arm all the way up to the ceiling. You also might just bring it to the hip. You might just bring that hand to your low back. It's really up to you. And then we'll untwist. Right hand comes down. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. Left arm can come up to the ceiling. It can go to the low back and go to the hip. And untwist. All right, now that we know where we're going, let's do one more round of these. Left hand stays down. Right arm is going to twist up and back down. One more time, all the way up and back down. Beautiful. All right, now I'm going to heel toe my feet together here. And then bend through the knees generously. I'm going to grab opposite elbows here. Let the head hang forward in our ragdoll. Just letting the back, the neck relax. And then slowly letting your head be the last thing that comes up. We're going to rise up nice and slow. Beautiful. All right, to end our practice, we're going to come back to our mountain pose. So finding that those feet that are right underneath you, maybe lift the toes again, find that grounding through the entire foot. Reach through the crown of the head. I love to do this shoulder roll, just helps me. So rolling the shoulders back and down, bringing the palms open. Let those toes flutter down when you feel like you've found your mountain pose. And then to end our practice, I want you to bring your hands to your heart. Press them in gently toward one another. And I want us to take 3 breaths just to honor our practice today. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in and let it go. Let's do that again. Deep breath in and let it go. One more time, friend. Deep breath in and let it go. Thank you so much for practicing with me. It has been a joy. If you do have time, feel free to take a true Shavasana, lay down wherever you're at. Otherwise, enjoy a few moments here in mountain pose and appreciate all that your body did for you today. See you soon.